shopping at a state licensed dispensary, buying state certified, lab tested product, you will have access to the safest, cleanest weed available. Well, it seems like folks looking to do exactly that in New Jersey last month got access to top shelf, artisan grown, lab tested termites and dandruff. Please hold the roach jokes until the end of this one, because according to Heady, New Jersey's Dan Ulola, the New Jersey Cannabis Regulatory Commission issued a recall on cannabis flower or bud and pre-rolls from the cultivator Green Medicine NJ, sold under the brand Green Joy. An NJCRC investigation was initiated after a complaint was filed on July 18th about allegedly contaminated products cultivated and sold by the operator. And a lab test of 15 samples of the flower from a single dispensary, 12 packages were found containing insects, and one of them had what appeared to be human hair. Disgusting. Ulola said that the NJCRC added that random sampling and testing at cultivation and wholesale facilities associated with Green Medicine is ongoing, and the company has been ordered to immediately recall the affected flower and notify the public according to its standard operating procedures on file. According to an NJCRC memo, Green Medicine NJ has an alternative treatment center, medicine license, and wanted to grow cannabis too after being issued an ATC medical cannabis license specifically to Coloradan Cheryl Sullivan, who's listed as the co-owner along with her husband, Dan. Hold your jokes on Colorado flower, Jason. The couple's allegedly
hold my beer, hold my IPA.
Allegedly petitioning to expand into the Florida cannabis market, though they've had issues with the local New Jersey governments giving them approval. So much like the road paved before them by the great Jensens, according to mycentraljersey.com, they filed lawsuit. Green Medicine NJ had technical issues with the property they were interested in. In addition, the community organized and protested against them being an MSO from out of state coming in and ruining their market. Ulola says that they are not the first small MSO to cause such problems. So here's my thing. California's having issues finding pesticides and substances never found in weed before. We covered a story a couple months ago about a Maryland dispensary with the buying manager was ordered by the owner to pick weed up out of the dumpster, repackage that, and sell it to patients. These guys aren't giving us too much faith in the system when it comes from lab testing or legal dispensaries, especially in these emerging marketplaces, to leave their drug dealers alone here. But maybe I'm in the minority on this one too, but this is not giving me too much confidence. And it seems like it's a problem not just in New Jersey, but they're dealing with right now. So I'm Rico Lamitte, the dopest dad on the street for High 9 News. And I would like to ask the rest of you, have you ever found bugs in human hair in your pack that you bought from your drug dealer?
Well, I've bought pounds of weed before, and I found like actual bugs inside. I've actually even found like nuts and bolts inside of peas before.
that old pressed.
I found some weird shit, like some... I've definitely found like some zip tie remnants. I was judging Emerald Cup when there was a good old thumbprint right in the top of some rosin. I was like, well, won't be smoking that one. Remember when good weed used to have dog hair in it though? Everybody's talking about weed.
Oh man.
Have you ever at a dispensary, have you ever bought weed at a dispensary with this kind of shit in it?
Well, hold on a second. Define buying weed at a dispensary, because as a
legal dispensary,
as a buyer, I've bought in pounds of weed before in the past, and those I found those things in it.
No, Jason, that would not be at a dispensary level, like as a patient. I'm trying to listen. Honestly, lately I've seen people have to return things because the package wasn't sealed. Seal was broken, like weird shit like that. Not necessarily so much stuff in there other than states where it's deli style, because those things can slip through a little more easily. What do you think about that? I've seen some weird shit in weed.
I smoked a raisin one.
Go ahead, Rachelle. What's that?
And hair in it.
What's that, Rachelle?
I smoked a raisin one time, but I'm pretty sure that was our fault, not dealer's fault.
You smoked a raisin?
Yeah, because my friend was loading the bowl, and right next to it was a bag of trail mix, and I'm pretty sure that he just accidentally grabbed from the wrong bag at one point.
You're smoking some of that purple weed, huh?
Got
Purple
Mm-hmm.
This was way back when, but a friend's dad, I guess they were at USC together or whatever, fraternity guys, and they found a frog in the weed that had been there and was probably petrified.
Like, this is supposed to be quality controlled.
No, but this is just a weird story.
Okay, but I'm
The raisin didn't come from legal shop either. They smoked the frog.
That answered my question. So at a legal dispensary, have you ever seen anything off the shelf with this kind of shit in it? I have not. And
I have not.
I feel like, especially in new markets like New Jersey, like this is absolutely a problem. You know, if they are state approved and it's supposed to be lab tested, 12 out of the 15 samples that were bought had this shit in it.
My thing is this is like I could see someone's hair getting into something.
Maybe one.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't. But the bug part, I'm a little confused by. And you know, like in New Jersey, most of all those grows are all indoor grows. Like there's not like a lot of outdoor weed where you would find stuff like that just naturally occurring.
Well, it's easy to get fungus gnats if your humidity is too high. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, but did it say? It didn't specify what kind of.
If you're in a newer market and you're a Chad and don't know what you're doing.
But did it?
I know. I'm just telling you what bugs it's easy to get in there if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And there's a lot of Chads growing in those states that didn't come up through this industry and just came kind of as a green rush. And I could see making those stupid mistakes that would lead to those conditions.
Colorado cultivators that got a license in New Jersey to operate, they were protested against by the locals because they were outsiders, had no connection to the community. They ended up suing and getting a license, and lo and behold, their weed gets released, and it got bugs and hair in it.
I mean, bug terps.
Just because they came from Colorado doesn't make them not bad.
Dandruffalene.
I mean, Stone Slade, you've bought a lot of questionable products over your day and consumed a lot of questionable things. I mean, have you ever found anything in some bag of tricks?
Man, the only time I've ever seen stuff in the bag that wasn't supposed to be there was way back when people were getting that stuff from Mexico that was just bricked together.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah, Mexican brickweed. There's definitely bugs in there.
Find all kinds of shit in there.
That's fair. That's fair.
We need somebody to lab test the lab testers.
I just can't imagine how dirty their facility is, and like if this is happening, like they definitely aren't keeping a clean space.
It's terrible. I'm going back to Paco. Fuck this.
Man.
Paco gonna be happy.
This is
yeah. Real.
Man.
Is it possible that, I mean, if they didn't want those people there, just conspiracy theory that people could have, sullied up their shit and been like, look what I found in my jar. We told you not to have them here.
Oh, you mean like when people go to a restaurant and want the free meal? You mean like when people go to a restaurant, they want the free meal?
Yeah, and they're like,
between the roach in the bag.
Yeah, here, let me brush my hair. Oh, I just found this in there. This is
I think it's fly in my soup is the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think
there it is. Thank you, Rachelle.
This is more fuel to go back to the trap and or just grow your own, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is trash.
Facts.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I would not. Could you imagine paying $75 for an eighth of this shit?
So would you say trapper keepers keep better weed?
Saying the trap gonna win. It's gonna stay winning.
Fair enough. We're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna be right back.